We are joined on the phone line by Tareq Salahi. He's been a reality TV star, and now he wants to run for the Congress, the seat held by Frank Wolf in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Mr. Salahi, thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on the show.
All right. So I guess my first question is, this is a, when you start a campaign like this, it's a difficult journey. I mean, are you prepared for the journey ahead? Is this a serious bid?
It is a serious bid. A lot of people don't know the side of politics about me. They only know the side or remember the side about reality TV and the White House, of course. But people aren't aware that, in fact, I was appointed by 3 different governors, both Republican and Democrat, to shape policy and promote the Commonwealth.
Well, and Mr. Salahi, I mean, you mentioned the gate crashing incident, obviously, or the reality television. That's how people know your name. So now, after all these years, you're seeking elective office. I wonder, do you think that the people of the 10th District are going to welcome you with open arms?
I think people in general, both 10th District and the Commonwealth and in this country, are tired of the same old politics happening in Washington, D.C. They're just sick of nothing getting done, and they want new, refreshing leadership.
So you have the fire in your belly.
I do. This is a passion that I've had, long ago, starting, when I came back from college. I got involved in politics when I started seeing my business getting beat up and destroyed by overregulation and too much government.
So if you really do have that fire in your belly, then I think most people would say, well, then don't stop believing. Just hold on to that feeling. But I hope you understand that in a campaign like this, it can go on and on and on and on.
Cute, very cute. I see where you're going with that.
Well, I'm glad thank you for laughing. We're having fun there.
You've got to laugh about it.
But I do want to ask you, though. I mean, seriously, because this is with regard specifically to Frank Wolf's district, because many people think that this is trending Democrat. It's stayed Republican because people have faithfully voted for Frank Wolf because he's been their representative for so long. Do you think that they're going to stick with a Republican candidate? You're running for the Republican seat.
I've been on the listening tour, when I was running for governor, and we heard a lot. And let me tell you one thing that was very loud and clear, that the old school Republican is just not the same. It's not there anymore. I would say that area is more purple than it is pure red like it used to be in the 80s,
right?
When Frank Wolf was first brought into Congress in 1981. So, the conservative Republicans are also very socially, they're very moderate. So it really does lean towards the purple side. When you talk about some of the social issues, whether it be, same-sex marriage, legalizing marijuana, to
Where do you stand on those issues, Mr. Salahi?
Well, I am pro same-sex marriage, and that separates me from my opponents. Certainly, my Republican opponents. One of my opponents, Comstock, she's voted on
Barbara Comstock, a delegate to for that same area.
Yeah, she has a record. She wanted to vote for if you were gay that you should be fired if you're working in the Commonwealth of Virginia. That's. I'm opposed to that. That's not who I am.
Wait, hold on. She voted for. Well, hold on. I just want to be clear here. She voted for a provision that if you are gay, you should be fired, or allowing an employer to fire someone if.
Exactly, allowing an employer to fire someone, and I think that's simply wrong. That's just a violation of simply even human rights. I don't think government should be involved in legislating anything that involves your personal lives, and that's something we should stay out of. Less government is more.
All right. So, I guess you got to understand that there are people who will look at your campaign and they'll sort of say it has the giggle factor. I mean, how do you combat that?
Well, doing things like we're doing right now today. Most people are unaware of my past and what I've done for the Commonwealth of Virginia, serving 3 governors. They only remember, the highlights of reality TV in the White House.
When you say you served 3 governors, I mean you were on the Wine Commission, right, and the Tourism Commission. Is that what you're referring to?
Exactly. Yeah, I was first appointed by Governor Jim Gilmore, who was a Republican, then reappointed by Mark Warner, and then Tim Kaine, who are both now U.S. senators.
Right.
All right, but are you doing a documentary or a reality show for this campaign?
We're not. We were filming in the last one for the U.S. congressional run. We are not actually filming on this cycle. So this will be pure politics and focusing on winning voters.
Are you in talks with anyone about doing that?
No. We have been filming, but right now we're not. Right now, we're not involved in any sort of filming for the.
Are you involved in any reality TV project at the moment?
No, I'm not.
Okay, and I also wanted to ask you, we're talking about your ex-wife, Michaela Salahi, of course, and I know, of course, she just had the public remarriage. She even did it on television. It's difficult, I think, when you love a woman and then you see her end up with somebody else. I mean, did you watch the wedding? Were you there at all? Did you have any feelings about it, or are you still on good terms?
I didn't watch the wedding. I wish her the best, and it's something that happened in my life, and it doesn't make me certainly a human, and it was part of my life. But no, I move forward. I'm stronger now and reinventing myself, and I'm proud where I'm heading.
Well, and I think that when you say reinventing yourself, I'm sorry for challenging you, but I think that's why you wanted to come on. You wanted to be able to prove that you take this very seriously. That's what people are concerned about. It's which Tareq Salahi is going to show up, and how seriously are you taking this? Have you raised money yet? Have you gotten the signatures to be on the ballot?
No, right now we are not doing any fundraising. In fact, one of the interesting things about our campaign is that we're not going to be asking the constituents for the money. We're simply asking them for their vote. We want them to keep their hard-earned money. We do not want their dollar. Certainly, if PACs and other groups want to donate, that's of course acceptable. We can accept donations. And after the Republican committee decides on the primary process for the Virginia 10th District, then at that time there will either be signatures collected or it won't be necessary. That will be something that will be decided by committee.
Well, look, I always give people who are getting into the world of politics in a serious way the same advice, and that is that you can be overmanaged in a situation like this. You can have a campaign person who comes in and tells you what to do, but I think you have to stay true to what you believe. And when you run into those moments, I want you to make sure that you have it any way you want it, and you tell that guy that's the way you need it. Okay?
You guys are great.
So are you, Mr. Salahi. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, guys. All right. Thanks for having me on.
You got it.
And by the way, our website is crashthevote.com, and for anybody that wants to learn about the campaign.
Thank you. Crashthevote.com. We didn't have that information. Thanks for letting us know. All right. That's crashthevote.com. Tareq Salahi wants your vote there, 10th District in Virginia. He wants to be your next congressman.